Hey guys, the name is Kris Barocsi, welcome to Gear Corner. I made this video a few months ago about teles, how cool and versatile they are. I didn't answer one very important question though, and a lot of you asked for it in the comment section.
Yeah, but does it gent? Does it gent? Does it gent? Does it gent?
I think that's a pretty sick sound, and what's cool about it is that I didn't even use the right gear. I was only using non-genty stuff. Okay, except for noise gate. Before I show you my rig, a short reminder, all the gear I'm using is gonna be in the description box, including links, timestamps, etc. Also, if you enjoy my videos, please subscribe and ring the bell. Alright, let me show you how I got this tone. That's my Tele. These are vintage Nocaster pickups, super low output passive, not the right kind of pickup you would want to use for a style like this. Also, these are 10 to 46 Fender pure nickel, vintage nickel strings. And I tuned it down to drop B because I didn't have thicker strings at home. So, but it works. I mean, I had to be really subtle on the strings. Have I just missed the opportunity to say gentle? Oh. And don't dig too hard, otherwise it would have lost the pitch, like went out of pitch all the time. But it worked. The second thing that's important to know is that I was only using pedals to get that sound. The amp was actually clean. That's the Rev Dynamis 740. First pedal in row is the Xotic Super Clean Boost. I didn't boost a lot with it. It was basically just a few dBs. What I wanted is a simulation of hotter pickups. That's just the amp with and without the Super Clean. It's not a huge difference, as told, but it makes a lot more sense as soon as you're using overdrive pedals behind it. All right, so second pedal in row was my Boss OD1, an original 1981 made in Japan OD1. The reason why I was using the OD1 is because it gets rid of a lot of low end and sort of floppiness, which is very good if you're chugging or want to have staccato short notes. And it does that really well. So that's the clean amp with the OD1. It's just so wrong, right? The third pedal in row was the King of Tone, which is a blues breaker kind of pedal. Again, very non-metally, but that was my main overdrive, basically. That gave me the most amount of gain. And it sounds something like this. This is the red side distortion setting on the King Tone. And then if I paired that with the OD1, this is what happens. And if I put the Super Clean in front of that, so all three pedals together, of course, at this point, I don't have a lot of bass end because the OD1 got rid of it. So what I wanted to have is an EQ pedal behind all the drive pedals to sort of shape the tone, make it sound a little meaner, and maybe get rid of some mid-range, because it's just a lot of mid-range going on right now, and help the bass, help the low end a little bit. So that's what the GE7 does. together with all 3 overdrives in front of it. And then, of course, with the noise gate, I can get rid of some hiss coming from 3 drive stages and an EQ, and of course, single guitar, which is not very noisy, even though everyone thinks single coils are killer noisy and just unusable for high gain. I never had that issue, but you know, if you want a djent and you want to have those staccato short notes and silence, that silence between the notes, of course, it's awesome to have like actual silence. The NS2 is obviously a huge success for Boss. They've sold probably a gazillion units, but still many underestimate it and think like, oh, it destroys the tone, blah, blah, blah. I always liked it. I actually used it a lot back in the days when I was using high gain amps, because those tend to be way more noisy than my overdrive pedals, even if I stack these pedals for a ridiculous amount of gain. And then from the head, I was going on the left side of your mix into the aux, and I was playing the 2x12 Alnico 50 loaded cab simulation. And on the right side of your mix, which is there for you, yeah. On the right side of your mix, in my djenty song, I was using the Captor X for 4x12 cab, for more of a fitting cab, just to have a different voicing on both sides. But other than that, the settings were the same, the pedals, the amp, the guitar, obviously everything else was the same. I've shown in the other video that teles are capable of doing so many things. All you have to do is get the right tools in your signal chain, that's the right pedals or amp, to make it work for a certain style. But it will pretty much nail everything. So was it still a surprise that such an extreme style of sound and music still works with traditional single coils and a traditional guitar? I mean, come on, this was the first solid body electric guitar design. How is that even possible? I mean, I'm not surprised, but I'm still shocked by this fact. Whatever. You guys have a nice week. I'll be back in a week. No, I'll be back in a week. And yeah, take it easy. Bye-bye.